Shit is Wally. Run! That is so stupid. Oh no. Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Crow Show. I'm your host, KillerCrowMe, and this is Battlefield 4 multiplayer. I hate those things. I hate those IOD. We call them Wallies. They're so stupid. They're just useless for... I guess you could just use them for... you can use them to weld people to death or to like arm the objective. When you're playing Rush, that's what they're for. Oh shoot. I thought I for sure got somebody. Oh, dang it. I forgot my medpack. Ah. Inappropriate, Mr. Face. Inappropriate. What about the children? Let's see. Yeah, I gotta get my light on this one. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode. It's very early episode of The Crow Show. Just get this light going over here. My spotlight. I got to put my spotlight. Don't have to, but I should. Here, hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta get this. I really don't like those robots. They're so retarded. Whoa. Okay, there you go. Is that a little better? Yeah, that's a little better. Ah, dang it, we lost Delta. Ah, dang it. I can't wait to take this M4 off. The M4 is just like horrible in this game. The M4 is a cool military weapon, but when it comes to Battlefield, they have it at I don't know if it's semi-auto with 3 shots and stuff. I think it's still like, it's not full auto, it's just semi-auto with 3 shots, and it's horrible. It's a horrible gun. I need to get somebody. Ooh. Not what I meant to do. Nice. Let's go down here. Hi guys. Good morning. It is a hump Wednesday. I'm gonna go to Bravo. I'm gonna go back to Bravo. Oh. Okay. Well. Better than him getting me. So apparently everybody's playing Fortnite now, to where there is literally thousands and thousands of people. I mean, I understand why it would be so popular. I mean, it being a free game, and it is fun to play, especially when you're playing with other people. It's just not my type of game, you know. I like more realistic shooters. Dang, he almost hit me with it. Okay, hold on, guys. I was gonna check the messages. Say, Eastside, what's up? That's all I play, Crow, and it's fun. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, I understand why it would be fun, bro. You don't even need a PlayStation subscription to play the game, so why wouldn't it be fun? You know, most of these guys don't understand that these games need to start being free online. If like the way Fortnite did it was smart, and that's the way microtransactions should work. I feel like some microtransactions are just BS. They're just designed to rob people of money, and they don't give you anything for it, and that's wrong. You should get something for it. You know, you should get a game like Fortnite that works and it's fun to play, and then you can say, well, you know what, I would like to customize my character, because the only thing that I didn't like about it was that I couldn't choose between a boy or a girl, so I was always like a Holly Berry looking girl, you know, which is not bad. I like Holly Berry. Oh shoot. And you know, I just wish that it could have, you know, you could have done that, but then that gives you incentive, and it makes you want to, like, you know what, I'm gonna buy a character so I can have a cool looking dude or a cool looking girl or whatever it is that you want to do. You know, in those games, it works like that. That's the way that microtransactions should work, to where, okay, now you have packs, you know, missions. Oh shoot! You have packs. You have all these other things that you can spend money on. Okay, that's the way microtransactions should work. Instead of like you having to spend money on something like Battlefront, where Battlefront just really completely screwed up the game. They not only screwed up the game, they make themselves look bad. And they have no one else to blame but themselves for it. Because if they would have at least thought about it, I mean, you know, you are gonna have these guys spending $60 on the game and stuff, and then plus the DLCs, because they want to play all these other maps and all these other modes. Nope, it wasn't just that. You needed to customize it. You needed to spend money to win. That was wrong, and that's why they lost 3.2 billion or 3.2 billion dollars in stock revenue. That's a lot of money to lose. So you have a game like Fortnite that comes out that's free, and it's a fun game. It's fun. I see where the mode, but then again, you know, they've copied a lot of all these other games like DayZ, PUBG, but then PUBG has copied DayZ, because come on, you know, that's what they've done. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, bro. It's good to see you, by the way, man. Thanks for coming by. I know it's like, I know a lot of the times I only catch certain subscribers in the morning, or homies, you know, or I certain people at nighttime and stuff, because there's different people got different lifestyles. But yeah, you don't even need to buy all that stuff. I as a matter of fact, here, let me check real quick if I have Battlefront down. Yeah, I have Battlefront. If I have Fortnite downloaded, I do have it, actually. I have it downloaded. Because I was playing with certain people. I was playing with some people, but I just, like I said, it's not, you need to have like a squad to play that game. You can play it by yourself. It's still fun by yourself and stuff. I feel like it's more fun when you play with other people. Oh. It's like the zombies in Call of Duty. I couldn't play Call of Duty just by myself. The zombie ones. Not because not just because I'm chicken shit, but because those games are just more fun when you play with other people. Don't you die on me, soldier. Don't you die on me. Ah. Things I didn't see it. Yeah, see, that's the way it should be played. When you play with homies, when you play with friends, when you play with siblings, when you play with your offspring. I wish my son was into that. He's into like, um, you know, kid games and stuff, which is fine. I don't really mind him playing. I wish he'd play Battlefield or like, you know, these games and stuff. He's really not into them yet. He's more into like, um, what's the name of these games? Little Big Planet and whatnot. That's what he's into, which is fine. Whoever's running that robot is a piece of shit. Pathetic. I recognize the two guys on top. I've seen them play before. Yeah, I just needed something different to play BF4 done and BF4 got over. Yeah, I think I got a lot more than that on Battlefield 4 for sure. Battlefield 1 just was kind of like a disappointment to me. I can't, you know, I can't keep playing this. I can't keep playing a game that I hyped so much. I hyped a Battlefield 1 so bad, and I was so disappointed because I looked like an idiot when the game wasn't even wasn't fixed right. We had the same problem with Battlefield 4, right? It took almost a year for them to fix all the glitches and stuff, but it was still fun to play. I mean, I gotta give them up. I gotta give it up for them because it was fun. Look, what was it, 2013, 15 when this game came out? It's 2018 already, and we're still playing it. Well, I'm still playing it, and there's a lot of people who, a lot of the big gamers and a lot of the big, I wouldn't say YouTubers and stuff, but people who make YouTube videos on the Battlefield series, they're still playing this game, and they're still like raving about it. They're like, why this game is still gonna be played even long after Battlefield 1. And a lot of people who don't play Battlefield 1 come and play this because they rather play this than Call of Duty. I'm sorry to say, I feel bad for Call of Duty fans because those games are all screwed up already. They need to come up with a new formula. They need to start thinking about destroying the environment, and that then those games will be fun. I can assure you those games will be so much better if they can just destroy the environment and stuff. Hey ATC, how's it going, man? I should play. Yep, you know what? Battlefield 3 is still a dope ass game. I'm actually considering buying it for the PS3. I'm just afraid because my PS3 went through some. I think I did tell you guys that a few weeks ago, or it was actually a month ago. Me and my girl were watching Netflix, and the back of the PS3 started smoking, and then it caught little fire, and then it was all bad. And I said, "Oh shit." She got sad because she was watching her Netflix on there, and I got sad because I got so many dang games in there, and apparently the cable wasn't the same cable. I thought I had put the cable for the PS3 on there. It wasn't. It burned the freaking PS3. The cable caught fire and it did a short circuit and stuff. But I'm happy to say and report that the PS3 is still okay, it's still playing. So I'm actually thinking of buying Battlefield 3 for the PS3. I'm just wondering if the servers are still up, because I would like to play that game. I was a maniac in that game, man. Oh my god, dude! I have some stories about Battlefield 3. I took on a whole squad by myself, even though the guys were cheating on the server, and I still managed to win the game. Dude, they kicked everybody out. Oh no! Why would you do that? Why would you just jump off? Oh no! What did I just do? Damn it. Yeah, I was a maniac in that game. I took on, like I said, I took on a whole squad, and I still, hey, Funny Blocks, how you doing, buddy? Bro, so, play every day, okay, cool. Notice me, boy. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. I thought that was me dying. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy it then, because I think Battlefield 3, like I said, I just gotta get an Elgato. I should have done it. I'm so like retarded. I should have like gone on hey, my first shank. Give you that. Ah, you're gonna give you some of this. Oh, he's in there. Dang it. They're still up. In 3 months, sorry. Oh, I've been on. Hey, well, how you doing, buddy? Not gonna have a mic, but I'm joining. Okay, no worries. Okay, on PS, I think server's still up on PS4. Oh, do they have it for PS4? Oh my God, if they have it for PS4, I'm definitely gonna buy it. Oh, there's Evo right there. Evo, everybody. Evo game. Hey, Master, how you doing? '15 with lots of other players too. Okay, so is it for the PS4 or is it for the PS3? Because if it's for the PS4, I'm definitely gonna buy it and stuff. Ooh, let's try to get on the helicopter. Hey, what's up, buddy? Wakey, wakey. Okay. All right. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Oh, it's PS3. Okay. Yeah, I've lost some subscribers actually. I've lost 3 subscribers. I think just some of my subscribers get upset because I don't stream, you know, and like, man, I'm not a crow. I did this video where I was talking about Google killing YouTube, but even though it's kind of true because they have a lot of like little like I'm not gonna get into it, but I just feel like they're at fault for what's going on YouTube. It's actually the media's fault too, because they're gonna attack YouTube. I forgot about that. I didn't even think about it. Why wouldn't the media, the networks attack YouTube when everybody's on YouTube telling the truth? No, dang it. Actually, where's the answer to my question? What was your answer? Evil Gamer 15 with lots of players too. Oh, what was your question, buddy? Crow? When you're ready, I can game share BF3 with you. I have the premium as well. Oh, do you? Ooh. Okay, buddy. Whenever we should get together and stuff and like do it. Like I said, Battlefield 3 was one of my all-time favorite games. If I've got to be honest with you, that game I have some very, very good memories of it. Like I said, I've done some really crazy stuff on that game where I couldn't even. Ooh, I hope that wasn't. I can't even believe that I did some of that stuff. I'll tell you a quick story about Battlefield 3. So I was playing a long time ago, and this guy. Oh, hi. Oh, he survived. Damn it! How could you? Where's that other guy? Oh, there he is. You didn't think I missed you, did you? Scooter in. So I was playing this game, Battlefield 3. Oh. Oh, that's the helicopter shooting at me. Oh, he crashed into me. Dang you. How could you? Okay, that's done. And we were playing, man. We were kicking their ass. It was horrible. And it was 12 against 12. Then all of a sudden I see people dropping off of the server. And I'm like, why are we losing people? And my friend messages me because we were playing together. And he goes, dude, they just kicked me out. And then another dude who I was playing with, but we weren't on the same squad, also messaged me because I knew him. And he goes, bro, they just banned me from the server. Whoever is the main guy, because they used to say before who used to be the... I guess they were kicking people off the squad. Oh, let me see. I thought Google killed you. Google killed... Yeah, well... Google, I just have this love-hate relationship with them. I don't use... I mean, I have the YouTube channel, which is owned by Google. And because if you want to play or you want to... stream or do a recording or anything, you have to be linked to Google. The PlayStation 4 is the only contact that I have through them because I've actually erased all my Google stuff from my phones, and on my computer I actually have DuckDuckGo, and I have AdBlock on there, so I don't even go through them anymore. I just, like I said, I can't use your product. I have this ethic where if you're screwing people over and I know you're doing it, I'm not gonna go with it. I want nothing to do with you. And then unfortunately, because if you want to stream, if you guys want to watch me, I have to go through them. Otherwise, I just can't do it. That's why I said that and stuff. Just like I said, I have not too happy with Google at this time. But, oh, I made it. I made it. Yes. Okay, we're going to go on top of this building right here. So anyways, I was playing the match, and we noticed that they were kicking people off, and I was like, what the hell? Why are you doing that, you know? Ooh. Almost hit me in. Gotcha. Oh,
Don't hit me.
Got him. And so I was playing the match, and I noticed that they were kicking us off, but they didn't kick me out. So I think they left me and another guy. But the point was that I think I was by myself, and we were playing, oh gosh, I wish I remember the name of the map. I had taken all the objectives, and I was on the last objective closest to my base, on the top, man, just fucking sniping people. And I managed to win the game. Dude, I was taking people off, right? So I had put a spawn beacon on top of there. I think you could still spawn off of there. And I kept coming back with RPGs. I kept killing everybody that came to that position because they were trying to get a hold of me, right? They could, dang it. Okay, we need to get over there anyways. And I ended up winning the match anyways, even though they were cheating and they were taking advantage of the fact that they were administrators. That's pretty sad nowadays. I don't know why these guys get on that. That helicopter is an attack helicopter. That's not a party helicopter. Yep, he's dumb. I don't know why he did that. He shouldn't have. Yep, there goes the helicopter. I don't even know why he got on there. Don't get on a helicopter if you don't know how to fly it. You're like on the wrong helicopter. Hold on, guys. Let's see. So basically, they still win. Well, I mean, you took a road trip on. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, what happens is that I get frustrated when I see the injustices of like these companies and the things that they do when they're trying to shut people off. I remember hearing from Google that they were open communications business, that they had no bias on what people can say and do online, as long as it wasn't being hateful or anything. And then you have people who are being silenced because they don't like the fact. Look, just you take the case of James Damore, right? James Damore, he used to work for Google and stuff, and this guy, he's not, like I said, he it's just the fact that they try to silence him because they didn't like the fact that he was speaking up about the injustices of things. You can't hire people based on their color or ethnicity. And if you look at me, I am of color and of ethnicity, okay, even though I live and breathe US, okay. I feel like you shouldn't hire people because they are a certain gender or a certain anything. I think that you should hire people because they are Ah, damn it, I wanted to shank him. I think that you should hire people because they're good for the job, because they're willing to do the job and to go out of their, you know, give it 110%, right? Like Shaq. Even though he'll miss and shit, but he tries very hard. You shouldn't hire people based on either their color or their ethnicity or their gender. You should hire people because they are. If I had a business and I was gonna hire people, I'm not gonna hire just anybody. I'm gonna hire people who know about the business and who work hard. That's who I'll hire. And he noticed that they were hiring people who weren't even. They just go and steal our helicopter. Oh, this POS, man. I seen that. Is that friendly or enemy? You're shooting. Okay, that's friendly. They were hiring people based on those things, and I don't think that was right. And because he spoke about it, he got fired. Now he's has a lawsuit against them because of it. And that's what I mean about Google, how they silence certain people that they don't like. A lot of YouTubers that are no longer YouTubing as much as they used to have been silenced by them because they didn't like the fact that they would say things that they didn't like. But if it's a site where you have freedom of speech, then you shouldn't be silencing anybody, period. Gotcha. Not today, sucker. Oh, damn, that's gonna get me. And they did that, and I don't like that. I think that here in the U.S. you have freedom of speech. You know, even people who from the alt-right, and like I mean the real alt-right, have a right to speak up on certain things. And so yeah, that's why I kind of like. What? Ah, dang it! That guy in this freaking. Let me see. I like I said, I wish that it wasn't like that, man. I wish that people would keep it real, but they don't anymore. People are just like, you can't even make a fucking joke anymore because people are so. You can't even say certain things because people can take a joke. It's like I seen somewhere. I watch some Ben Shapiro every once in a while, and he had a thing where this guy, you know, remember, I don't know if you guys know, but there's a joke that when you have a daughter and your daughter is going to prom, you bring out the shotty and you tell the guy, have a good night, take care of my baby. That's like a joke, you know, like, don't hurt my daughter, you know, it's like, it's a joke. It's not like you're gonna kill the guy. But now you can't even say stuff like that because people take it so serious to where they, oh, look at him threatening the poor guy. Like, what the hell? Unless it's an actual... Unless it's an actual threat, it's not really a threat. It's more like a joke. But you can't even joke like that anymore. And like I said, I don't have anything against anybody in particular. I just feel like certain things have just gotten out of control now, especially here. And it's just like influence from other places. Oh, there goes the dam. It's like nowadays we don't blame people for shooting people. We blame the tools used for shooting people. We blame guns for the things that people do. We don't blame like the van that ran over a whole bunch of people in Toronto. People don't say, hey, look, this guy ran over these people. Nope, they say that the van ran over people. I'm like, what kind of reporting is that? Does it even make sense to say that a van ran over people when it wasn't it wasn't really the van that did it, it was a person. And hence I kind of felt like I didn't want to stream anymore. I feel like we need to find a new way to start streaming or a new place. And it's probably gonna be Twitch. I'm still recording on here, as of today and stuff. But I'm actually setting up to make the move so I can go and game out there. I'll still make videos for YouTube, but it's probably just gonna be like it's probably gonna be just like vlogs and stuff like that. I don't think it's gonna be like gaming videos, even though it's easier for me to stream on YouTube and I get a bigger audience on YouTube than I would on Twitch and stuff. But it just depends. It's just gotten to the point where on my channel I talk too much. It's not really political and stuff. It's just mostly real and truths, and it seems like it's political, and I don't want to be confused with that, because I'm like in between both worlds. You know, I'm in between like what's real and what's fake, because a lot of the times you're gonna have to lie to people to make sure that they don't harm themselves or harm anybody else. It's like if you don't know what I mean, it's like you know, when mama don't know one hurt her. Sometimes you can't tell her that you're doing certain things. It's like people that want to go to like serve in the military. You know, let's say for instance my son, if he ever wanted to say, Dad, I want to go serve and stuff, I'd be really scared for him, because I know what war is like. Oh, look at those delicious dog tags. And I'd be afraid for him, but you know, he'd probably have to lie to me. Damn it, Mr. Obet. You could have given me your dog tags. How could you? You get some of this. What the hell? What the... No. Oh, dang, that's what we give her, being dorks. So it's just... That's why I'm kind of like still doing it. I just say, and then I forget that, you know, sometimes you have to do those things in order not to hurt the person, but it was like I forgot that the reality is that it's not just Google's fault. It's the networks that, I mean, when you think about it, man, YouTube has become too big and oh man, I was gonna tell them to get out. YouTube has become too big and too powerful for its own good. That's why Google bought it, because they know better. They know that it's like where you can get a hold of people and information and all this stuff, right? But the networks know that YouTube is so powerful to where now you can actually no, get out. You're not gonna do anything but go crash it. To where it's become oh, look at this delicious dog tags just walking by. Give me them dog tags, sucker. All those kills. Take some of these kills. Oh shit. Ah! The networks have gone after YouTube. How do you destroy something that makes revenue? By going after their revenue, by going after how they make their revenue. You attack their sponsors. You attack Coca-Cola. You tell them, hey, look, these guys are playing your commercials on Nazi shit. You go in and after Pepsi, hey, look, these guys are playing they're playing your commercials on Nazi videos. That's how you do it. You tell them, hey, look, why would you do that? Scope? You know better. You know, these guys are, look at Midas. These guys are like, damn it. Man, that fool just jumped off and left us. Not today. Oh, dang it, I didn't even see him. That's why YouTube is being attacked with the demonetization. That's why a lot of YouTubers are leaving, and they didn't think about this. And we have YouTubers now that are selling pizzas. I mean, they're delivering pizzas, doing Uber, working for FedEx, and doing regular 9-to-5 jobs because they can't afford to be on YouTube anymore. I wanted to see YouTube thriving and them making money, and because when you think about it, if the more money you have, the better content that you'll be happier. Oh, dang it. That sounded very close. Oh, damn, I wanted to get in before the match ended. They were making really, really good content. I mean, if I can have my favorite YouTuber go to some place that nobody else goes and makes a video, that's pretty awesome. And so they went after the money basis, and so that's why we have YouTube the way it is. And I didn't even think about that the last time I made a video. I was just angry at Google because, you know, when you are a multi-billion-dollar company, you're supposed to back up your people that you work for. You're supposed to back them up. You know, it's like the people at Starbucks, right? You know, with the controversy with the two guys that went into Starbucks and shit. They didn't buy anything. You know, it's not a fucking social club. Starbucks is not a fucking social club. I'm sorry to say that. It's not a fucking day club. It's not like when you go to a nightclub. Usually they make you pay to get in. Otherwise they want you to buy shit inside. They don't want you to go to a fucking nightclub and just go fucking dance. That's how you gonna make fucking money like that. I'm just being real. So these guys go to Starbucks and shit, and they go chill in there. If it was my business, buy something or get out. You know, but Starbucks is cool and shit. They have free Wi-Fi there, so I understand why you would feel compelled to chill. So which is fine, okay. But it was like it was like the media made it this racial thing. The guys weren't complying. They didn't want to leave. They didn't want to buy anything. You can't be chilling. You can't be loitering in a company or in a business. You need to either buy shit or get out. Period. The media made it all racial, and what pissed me off the most is the fact that Starbucks didn't back up their employees. Instead of saying, hey, look, the employees asked the people to leave. They didn't leave. They called the cops. The cops came. They told them, look, you guys got to buy something or get out. You guys just can't be loitering. You can't be chilling out here.
I'm back like a crow.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. You can't be just you know, loitering. And so they got arrested because they didn't want to leave. They didn't want to comply. Instead of it just being, you know, over, it was like a big old racial thing. And then not to mention the fact that the people, the Starbucks went out and said stupid shit instead of like backing their employees and saying, look, we have this policy that if you don't buy anything, you need to get out or whatever. No, it became a racial thing. It wasn't racial. At least I don't think it was. It was the fact that these guys just, you know, they didn't want. Oh, shoot. They didn't want to buy anything, so I don't know. It's just like, I think I'm disappointed at Starbucks for not standing up for their employees. Same thing with Google, where Google didn't stand up to their employees, and they got the manager fired. Oh, it's on fire. Sniper's gonna be all mad. He's like, get out, get out. Instead of backing up their employees, they didn't. They bended to the will of the I don't know if it's liberal or whatever, and went along with the racial thing, which it wasn't racial, man. It wasn't racial. It's just, that's just how it is nowadays. You gotta like, oh. Don't worry, buddy. I'm gonna save this tank. Ah, oh, damn it. I pressed on that too late. Let me see. When people sit there all day and don't buy shit. I used to work there. And you're absolutely right, Isai, which means me to, hey, Hero, what's up, buddy? Need some backup, homie? Yeah, you jump in here, man. Nah, they move her to a different one. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. I thought they had fired her. But you're absolutely right, because that was my next point and shit. Like, there's people who will fucking literally linger there all day. They'll take their laptops and shit, right? And they'll go chill. And like I said, if it was my business, you need to buy something or get out. You can't be chilling out there. Like I said, it's not a social club, but the Wi-Fi, right? I mentioned that, and there is a lot of people that go there, but it wasn't like it was, or maybe it was racial, because when you think about it, no, it wasn't, because I seen the video, like nobody was being racist and shit. But what happens is we have this double standard, right? Unless you're well dressed and shit. I bet you if these guys would have had suit and ties and they would have been sitting there with their laptops, they wouldn't have been told anything. But they don't fit the criteria, so we have the racial bias. Because unless you it's true. It's absolutely true. He said I've seen people in there that just go out and hang out there. The reality is, for me, I'm gonna tell you what my reality is. I have never, ever gone to Starbucks and gone and fucking chill there. I usually, if I'm gonna go to Starbucks, let's say for instance, if I was gonna go to Starbucks and use the Wi-Fi, I'd probably sit in a parking lot. Because I wouldn't want to be inside Starbucks and shit, not... Oh, damn it. We just crashed into us. I've never gone to Starbucks and just hang out. I've never done it. If I've ever gone to use the Wi-Fi because I need either my Wi-Fi or my phone or anything, whatever the reason might be, I usually park outside because their Wi-Fi is pretty good to work. Gotcha. Oh, he survived. That's profiling. Yeah. So the thing is, for me, like I said, I won't go into a business just to go loiter. Okay, I won't go and hang out and stuff. I'll usually go in because I need their services. The point is that if you're gonna if your business can't back you up, if the person or the people that you work for can't back you up, they're shit. That was the point that I was trying to make. I don't think that Starbucks shit was racial. I think it's just because the media loves that shit. Okay, they want you to be like, yeah, people. The bigger the controversy, the bigger your sell. Okay, so if it's racial, of course you're gonna get angry about it. But when you think about it, yeah, there's motherfuckers. They don't matter what race. There's motherfuckers that go in there and they'll go hang out there all day and they won't buy anything. So it's a problem when they do that. Because I don't want you in my business unless you're purchasing something. I don't want you in there. You know, I don't make no money. We don't make no money if we just have you out there lingering. Ooh, they had a spawn beacon up there. These guys didn't even see it. Alright, good show, good show. But now all of a sudden they're training their employees. Well, they have to, man. I mean, cultural appropriation is a fucking issue now. Because now instead of like treating people with respect no matter their color, it's like now they gotta like get some sensitivity classes. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's always this racial shit. Look, I'm gonna tell you, it's only racial because people make it racial. Because in reality, when you don't see race, I used to fucking hate this girl in school. That I used to go to school with this girl, Darlene, and she was black, and she used to tell me, there is no racism. I don't believe in that shit. And I was like, but you're black. Why, what do you mean you don't believe in that shit? No, it's not real. What it is hate. That's what it is. It's ignorance and hate. I'm like, Darlene, you're black. You'd know about this. Oh, he just left me. He just left me, bro. He left me. She give me a ride? No? Don't run me over! Ah! Damn it! And so, she used to say that there was no racism, and I never thought about that shit until like 10 years after that. And she was so right. There was no racism. It was just this hateful shit. It was this ignorance where people didn't look. I grew up in an environment where I knew. I went to an all-black school. I went to Dorsey High. Okay, I kind of never said that before, but I went to Dorsey High School. And Dorsey is predominantly black. It's in the black community. Okay, we had about 200-300 Hispanics, and we had about, I want to say 20-30 white people, white folks, and then we had we had about 30 or 40 Asians. And I saw I went to Valley schools. Okay, I went to Verdugo Hills High School. And so I was always in the mix with every race, or with every ethnicity. I shouldn't say race, because I believe we're all one race. And I was always in the mix with all the ethnicities and stuff. So I never saw that shit. I always, used to be like, well, this motherfucker's ignorant, because that's how people are. And she opened my eyes to that, because when I was there, I did believe there was racism. But then you think about it, no, it's just hateful people that haven't been around other people, so they don't really know. Plus, we have ignorant people who don't know how to act and shit, because they've never worked taught how to act, so they act stupid. And so people are not gonna. I don't like to be around stupid motherfuckers. I really don't. The last time I hung out with somebody that was dumb. It was probably the last time that I hung out with that person, because I didn't want to be associated with somebody who didn't know how to act or be around normal folk. And she used to say that there was no racism, and I always used to think about that. And I thought about that for a long time. It's this construct in their brain and shit, and people because we saw. How did she survive that? Where people, you think, just like I said, I feel like there's stupid people out there, and those stupid people make the good people look bad. And sometimes you're gonna have to either get with it or just get out. That person probably, the Starbucks manager probably got sent somewhere because they're stupid and they're not thinking right. Instead of saying, it was like maybe she was being fucking racist and being like, oh, these black guys are just chilling there because they're just not buying anything. But then she probably didn't think about, well, there's a whole bunch of other people that are chilling and they don't buy shit. Excuse me, all day. Like I said, I never saw it, man. I have a whole bunch of different. In town, I know a lot of different people, not just of every shape and color. I know a lot of people, and I talk to everybody. I don't see that shit. I have I have white family members, I have black family members, I have Mexican family members, I have Central American family members. I have Spanish descendancy. So I can never. I say things sometimes, right, and I hate myself for saying that because I've heard it. It's not because I feel like that. It's like we hear these things and we're so. Ah, damn! I almost got him. We're creatures of habit, so whatever we see, we kind of, it's like the monkey see, monkey do. I'm like that. If I hear somebody saying hella, hella, hella a lot, I'm gonna be like, man, that's hella funny, because that's just how we are. We copy each other. Oh, there's that. I'm never gonna get on these helicopters. So I'm gonna shoot this guy in the ass right now. That you get. And we gotta destroy this. Because there she is. Ah, oh, dang it. It's just like I said, it's just a thing like they're trying to make it racial, but instead they should have been like, well, you know what? It sells, man. That shit sells. That's just what it is. You know, there's no such thing as, oh man, the hood is holding me down. Fucking shit, man. I lived in the hood. And I lived in South Central for 10 fucking years. I was never held back. I went to the beach. I went to the snow. I went everywhere I wanted to go. I was never stopped by anybody. You know, I mean, I try to take people that lived in the hood all their lives. I remember Buck, this dude that used to just hoodie. You know, he used to be hoodie. I used to tell him, man, hey Buck, let's go to the beach. Nah, man, I can't go to the beach, bro. I'm like, why? Man, 'cause you know, hoods be out there. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody over there. There's thousands of people in California. Ain't nobody gonna know you over there, man. They be knowing you and shit. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody gonna know you there. And because his mentality was so in that circle, you know, I mean, I kind of felt bad for him sometimes. I'm like, because I always wanted to take him with us. Good people, you know, we always used to hang out with him. But he never wanted to fucking go because he had that mentality where he was stuck there. He was just not, you know. Unfortunately, I understand him. We just... Gotcha. Okay, we're on fire. We're getting out of here because we're not gonna make it. There's two suckers on us. They're not gonna... Ah, he still got me. Damn you. So she's probably gonna go get some sensitivity. What's up, Andros? You guys get fired again? No, some people don't want to get out the hood. That's just what it is, man. I don't think I think he was just institutionalized within himself. Because I don't think he'd ever been in prison and shit. But it's like, man, the system sometimes is and this is where I'm gonna get off the racial shit, right? The system is put on there so that certain people don't get out ever. It don't matter what your color is. The system is set up so where if you fuck up once, you're fucked up forever. You're done forever. If you go to prison once because you decided to buy this stereo and it was stolen and this and that, you know, buying stolen property. If you're in the car, which it happened to me before. I've never been, you know, convicted of any shit like that. You're in the car and somebody decides to go do something bad, and you're in the car. You can be guilty by association. You could be an accomplice to something. And I'm not saying I've done bad shit. I've just done people do stupid shit, and I'm like, dude, I'm good. Thank you. I remember one time, I'll give you an example. I remember one time I got picked up. I was walking home from a party. I was fucking smashed. And I was walking home and I seen two dudes that I know from my school and they're like, hey bro, you wanna ride? I'm like, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. And I got in the car. I get in the car, they drove me home. I got off in the front. And I got off, I went inside. 10 minutes, 15 maybe. 15 minutes later, I had a nosy ass neighbor. And there's that one neighbor that she looks out the window to see what you're doing because she ain't got shit to do with her life. So she's always got to be on you and whatever it is you're doing or anything in the neighborhood. Apparently, these dudes were they were ransacking the car outside of my house, and my neighbor called the cops. So when the cops came, hold on real quick before this gets cold. Come on, man, you want to get in on this? You don't want to get in on it? Come on, man, get in there. Yeah, it's good for you. There you go. Get everybody going with a quick little tea bag. It's good if you ain't got no coffee. But when the cops came, they were I guess apparently they stole the fucking car and they gave me a ride home. The owner noticed the car was gone, called the cops, and apparently the car fit the description. I mean, it's a small neighborhood, so everybody knows each other. Everybody, it's like 10 blocks or whatever. The cops came. Mama didn't know better. She let them take me. I was very young. She let them take me, and they tried to punk me into telling them where the fucking car was. I said, look, officer, I don't know nothing. I can take you we can go around the neighborhood. We ain't gonna find nobody. I don't know these guys. I don't know nothing. Ah, dang it. That's guilty by association. If they find the car, they find it, they kind of believe me, because I was like, I don't have nothing to do with it. They gave me a ride home. I didn't even know they were doing this shit outside my house. That's, as far as I know, that's what I know. I came from this party, and I'm dropped off home, and here you come, and I don't know what's going on. Did you know it was stolen? Nope. I thought they were giving me a ride home, and that's all that it was. Imagine if I would have been riding in the car with these guys, and then we get pulled over. I don't know if now I'm guilty of GTA. Okay? And I'm not talking about the game. Now I have a record. Now I'm gonna fucking suffer, because ain't nobody gonna want to hire a felon. Even if it's something as stupid as joyride. That's where the system is supposed to keep you. But if you make a mistake like that, you will be in that mindset. Whether you want to believe, whether you get institutionalized or not, because you did time or no time, you're still gonna be in that losing streak. Because when they ask you, hey, you've ever been convicted of a felony? You know, I always think about Ice Cube and his song. You ever been convicted of a felony? Yes, sir. You know what? It doesn't really matter what color you are. You're gonna pay for it. That's why I see no color. I see no racism in that shit. I just see the fact that we make mistakes, and like this guy just chilling there. Ah, it's the scope. Ah, what's this? You get a new show? 60 Minutes Hood Life? An ex-member and ex-con and made it out. But see, you're the... See, but you're the exception, G. You see that shit? You're the exception, because you know, look, I feel like we're made for certain things in life, right? We're made to, like, I remember asking a teacher in high school, shit, what's our purpose in life, you know? He goes, man, I can't tell you. You're going to have to figure that out. No, I'm saying, what's your take? I know what my take is going to be, but I want to know your take. He used to say, to procreate, to have kids, and to move on with your life. I think it's mainly just to procreate, to leave offspring here. And I kind of see it in that way, to where when I had my son, my life totally changed. It wasn't that I was a bad kid or anything like that. You know, you kind of... Today, Soaking, I killed that guy 3 times. Huh? Save your life, sucker. You want to get on this? You going to teabag real quick before it gets cold? You're the exception, bro, because you got out of that shit. You know, a lot of people just... They just don't... They don't want to. They just... Or maybe they just don't know how. You know? They just don't know how to get out of it. Like Buck wasn't... He's just been living in the hood so fucking long. I don't even think he's alive anymore. He's just been living in the hood so long that he felt so, you know... And I understand him, man. In LA, when I went to school, everybody knew everybody. I remember in my school, people from Dorsey knew who people from Crenshaw were. And I'm like, they're 2 fucking different schools. How do you know these people? Oh, I know them because of Tracy's cousin, baby mama. She dated one of them fools. And I was like, what the fuck? How do you know that? They just know each other. In the hood, you know each other. you know everything, or you know some. So maybe that's why, even though LA is a very big county, I feel like I never stood in one place. And, man, I don't know. Me, race was never an issue. It was just more like a. Is that you, John Wayne? Is that you, Pilgrim? Which one did you? Did I just go out of bounds? Dang, man, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, he's right here. Dang. I'm out pointing the wrong way. That's why, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, look. And so it's fucking funny, right, that you mentioned that shit, because I'm gonna tell you something. So, like, you know, let's say, for instance, I'm gonna go somewhere. This is how, when you live in the hood, or you've lived in the hood, you kind of think these things, and you know when you develop this. Because some people, I heard from this girl that, yesterday, the day before yesterday, they left their garage door open, and they had their weed whacker, their lawnmower, even their Bud Light neon sign stolen from their house. Her mom went around the neighborhood to drive around and found that shit in somebody's yard. So the moral of the story is, whenever I don't ever leave your shit unlocked. People are gonna take your shit. Me, when I'm going somewhere, let's say I'm gonna go on a trip to the mountains, right? I'm going camping, or I'm going somewhere. If I'm gonna go somewhere, when I leave my house, and this is the mentality, right? It's just, that's nothing to do with race. It's just some people are be stealing and shit. Ah, damn it. When I'm gonna leave my house, before I leave here, and I'm gonna take my luggage into my car, and it's embarrassing, I'm gonna tell you anyways. I open the fucking window and I look to see if anybody's looking. I look to see, maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. I look to see if anybody's looking. I look to see if there's people on the street just looking at me, because they know you're about to leave your house. And you're like, yeah, I don't want nobody to know I'm leaving, because they're going to want to try and steal my shit when I leave. They're going to take my PS4. At times, well, I usually take my PS4 because you know, I'll have my son play with it and stuff if we ever go anywhere. But not today, Mr. Roston. Oh, nice. I'm stuck. Aw, dang it. But we won anyways. There no one's here better than you. Hey, what's up, Kaufman? How you doing? Shh, everybody is the fuss. There's the right. We win. Not today. And so, I often look, because, like, you know, nowadays, and I don't live in a bad neighborhood. I really don't. I have neighbors that live next door to me and stuff. So, and one, it's either always there, and I get along with them. You know, I don't have the best of relationship with them, but I know them, and I live with them. If their house was ever on fire, I'll kick their fucking door down and go save them and and you know, and their kids, or them themselves. You know, I'm that type of person and stuff. So I don't worry about. But in my mind, I always do that shit. When Nina was born, I had to go to the hospital and stuff. I had to take bags and luggage to the car, and I'm like looking outside to see who's looking, because they know I'm leaving, because you know I'm going on a trip. You gotta steal shit from here. There's a computer, there's a TV, and what else? I don't know. What else are you gonna steal from here? You're gonna steal shit from here? Some food in the refrigerator? I don't know. I'm not a big holder of materialistic stuff, so it's not like, you know, you're gonna hurt my feelings since you stole my TV. I'm probably gonna be sad because I can't play Battlefield. In the hood of their house is on fire. You break down the door to save them. The first thing they'll say is, "Thanks, G, but I'm watching you. Don't steal my shit." And you're absolutely right. You guys ever seen the Gangs of New York? Where somebody's house is on fire, people would go in there. They wouldn't even try to save people. They just go in there because it's like a free for all, and the people will be stealing their shit. That's what it's like. Fortunately, I've never gone through something like that, so I don't know. Cam ham. It's crazy. We did this. So, anyways, going back to Darlene. I'm gonna call her Darlene because I think that was her name and stuff. She used to say that there was no racism; it was just ignorant people. Because in order for it to be racism, you would have to have different races, and we don't have. Well, at least in my eyes, maybe thanks to her and stuff, I don't see different races in. Damn it. We don't have different races. We have one race in this world, and it's the human race. We have different ethnicities, so we have brown people, we have I don't know if I want to say black, because a lot of black people for me are like just brown colored, but then we say brown people are like Hispanics or Latinos or Mexicans. You know, we have Asians, so no, maybe and so the networks and the media love to fucking stir that pot. You know, as that racial pot. You know, it's racist. I don't know if it's really racist. Ah, damn it! He was trying to run us over. What's this? Ah, damn you, Mr. Tank. Stand still so I can shoot you. Ah, shit. It's these guys, they're mad because they lost the last round. That is so funny. I'm looking around to see if anybody's looking. Oh shit. Nah, damn, I'm sorry. I kinda did that on purpose. Not really. Oh, damn it, man. And I missed that one too. He tried to run me over, by the way. But SOB. Okay, that's friendly. Okay, we're gonna take the party helicopter and go to Alpha. I don't know why we're not taking it. People love to put a spawn beacon up here and just like be respawning off. But that's like the best way to win a match. Go on the other side of their map and stuff and like put an objective or a whatchamacallit next to it. Time to get out. Hi. About some of these nuts, man. Sorry. I'm immature. I was gonna shoot that guy real quick. Where are you at, Evo? Ah, damn it.
Let me look at them.
Dentino. Someone that died in a house fire, and they damn sure didn't say that. I try to run you over. You talking about a game and a story. This podcast. No. Let me see. You know what? I never heard Snoop Dogg's podcast before. I don't know, man. Snoop Dogg, to me, it's always you never really know, you know, because you know, I don't know. I grew up listening to Snoop Dogg and shit, and it's hard to be a role model when you've been in the hood and shit, and you've been doing hood shit, and you're like, look. It's like me. I tell people I'm not a role model. I am really not a role model. Do not be like me. I always say that to kids. You know, I know I have little Hunter sometimes playing with me, and I've heard Hunter saying bad words. I tell him, don't, you know, Hunter, don't. I'm not trying to tell him what to do or what to say. But if his mama ever got on the cast and heard him cussing, they're gonna assume that he's hearing this from me and stuff. And because he's so young, I tell him, you know, like, if you're gonna be with me and I'm streaming, please don't say bad words. I don't want you cussing. And he's a very nice kid, you know. I love little Hunter. He's cool, man. But I tell him, don't be like me. Be better than me. Be way better than me. Don't be like Killer Crow and say bad words. You know, don't say things like that. If you're gonna here, I gotta get closer to the camera so they're not disappear like a ghost. If you're gonna, you know, you can be better than me. You don't have to tell somebody he's a shithead. You're gonna be like, man, you're full of it. I'll make the guy think about what you're trying to call him, not just saying that he's something, you know, that something this. You're something else, bro. I'm in your team, bro. How could you shoot me, bro? Is shooting at it. Oh, there it is. Okay, the spawn beacon's back here. There's a spawn beacon. Yeah, shit. Spawn beacon back here somewhere. Hold on, guys. I gotta look this up. I think that the hardest thing I know they have a spawn beacon here somewhere. They're oh, there, he found it. There you go. Why'd you kill me, bro? Why'd you kill me? Hey, Zillion, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Welcome, Zillion, everybody, to the cast. Coming early. What time is it? Oh, 10. I gotta go get little James. I told him I was gonna take him out of school early. Oh, you guys wanna hear a funny one? Well, not really funny. It's like funny boo-hoo, because it wasn't really funny. So little James yesterday went to school. No, I don't know him. So little James went to school yesterday, and for some reason, he didn't tell me why. He just maybe he was talking to one of his little friends at school. Not today, Mr. Helicopter. You're on fire. No. Damn, I didn't kill anybody. So little James went to school. Oh, dang it. We're shooting. Oh, he's on top of him.